Once an elderly woman said to me about 2 weeks into my marriage, she said, I've been married for 42 years, and one of the things that has worked for me is that my husband and I found something we enjoy doing, and we make sure we start doing it together. And that has built their relationship, their marriage. Play. I'm telling you, those 4-letter words, PLAY, critical. I'll say it again. It is the language of children. Hello, family friends. How are you? My name is Bolanle Enang. I'm a family life enthusiast, and I'm excited to have you again on the channel. Did you know that play is a language of children? In my last episode, I talked to you about traditions, building the tradition around reading books. Today, the tradition I'd like to talk to you about is on, you got it, play. Playing is important. I know. Some already parents are like, Bolanle, I don't have time to play. You must create time to play. Did you know that there was a statistics, one research, I forget it now, so I can't tell you exactly which it is, but it was saying that parents, especially men, were spending only about 7 minutes a day in connection with their children. And you know that dads are so important. Wait, let's talk about this differently. Think about your childhood. What were your fond memories? What happened? Do you remember any good memories around maybe your parents doing something fun with you, playing with you, or an adult in your life? Because I know that not everybody had parents who were intentional, involved, or present. However, I'm sure that there must be somebody or something that you did as a child that was fun. So, for example, I know my brothers used to play with counter. You know the counter heads. Those days we had drinks, and the top of it, they'll take it and use them as, I don't know, some sort of table football. I know, funny, right? Yes. Girls used to do things like 10-10. It was a kind of game. Tell me, what did you play? Sway. Sway is what we call in South Africa hopscotch. I know. We did those things, skipping. Remember when you will skip? You'll skip like that, or two people will hold it at the end, and then you'll be jumping in and out, jumping ropes. I know. How does that feel? What do you think? You can see how I'm smiling. Play brings joy. Play is so important, parents. So today, remember that traditions are practices, beliefs, things that you do that transcend generations, that are passed from one generation to the other. So what kind of tradition do you want to build in your home? It's never just the one you brought from your family of origin as a parent. If you're two parents in a home, even when you're co-parenting, your partner is coming with their own set of thinking, their beliefs, their practices. That's their own traditions, what they do. And you're coming with yours. So yours, mine, must come together to become ours. To be honest, this is something that causes conflicts in relationships, especially in marriages, where people are like, no, but that's not how we do it. Who are we? We're the new we. Your family, your current family, becomes the space where you want to build good traditions. So, could it be that the things that you saw growing up were not good for you? You saw your dad beat your mom. You saw your mom insult your dad. You saw a lot of verbal abuse and fighting. You today can break that jinx. You can break that pattern by juxtaposing a new system, a new behavior, a new way of doing things. And one of the ways you can do that is by institutionalizing or establishing play in your family's routine. Okay, I know I shared once that one of the things that I enjoyed doing on a Saturday afternoon is watching Premiership, football. I actually enjoy it. I love football, but I'm a La Liga girl. But however, I need to follow Man U because of my husband. Okay, no shades on any team. Football, we're good. All right, but the point is, it actually gives me joy. We watch it together. Once an elderly woman said to me about 2 weeks into my marriage, she said, I've been married for 42 years, and one of the things that has worked for me is that my husband and I found something we enjoy doing, and we made sure we started doing it together. And that has built their relationship, their marriage. Play. I'm telling you, those 4-letter words, PLAY, critical. I'll say it again, it is the language of children. We have to actually find ways to ensure that there's joy in our homes. Life cannot just be, I go to work, I come back, I'm angry. Don't you guys know that I'm working for you? They know. But play is so important. Remember when you had your little one, and for those who have little ones, how do you get them to sort of eat? Sometimes you do things like, choo, 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 choo. I know, for your child to eat, the train is coming. But when they're 18, they also still want to play with you. At that time, the form of play has changed, but the need for play remains. So I want to encourage you. First thing you're going to do right now, freeze. Did you ever play stuck in the mud? Stuck in the mud is when we keep going and then you go freeze. Yes. Don't stop playing. Play keeps you young. Trust me. It does. Just kicking that ball with your son or with your daughter, throwing, doing the skipping helps your own heartbeat, I know. So even for exercise, it's good. But for connection, it's key. Play is a glue. It's a cement. Let's use it. So how do we play? It could be, I remember an auntie of mine was sharing that one of the things she used to do with her kids as they grew older on their way to school, I think they were in high school, was they all had different songs that they would play together, and it would be their song. That's a form of play. So whilst you're jamming to that music, everybody's dancing in the car. Hey! You are creating memories, even though they're older. You're playing together. Things like 30 seconds. I remember over the Christmas, we had a bunch of people in our house, our friends, and they had, young children, teenagers, young adults, in the house. And then I thought, guys, let's do charade. Everyone was like, Auntie Bolali. I'm like, no, let's do charades. You'll enjoy it. So we started doing charades. Do you know, before I knew, even those who didn't want to play, jumped into it. So do physical games. I realized we're in the world of digital games and video games, and some of us, not me, I know, my son has been trying to teach me how to do PlayStation, but some of us, we need to realize that's the community that our children are building. You have to be in it to see what is going on there. So if you have the proclivity, learn how to play PlayStation. Do a game. Do something. Just ensure that part of your ethos as a family is play. Part of the culture that you're building is play. Play brings joy. There was a time in my life when I was going through a very rough patch and I was really down. I remember one of my aunties, she's a life coach, a big shout out to her, Auntie Bisola Longet. She then told me, Barney, what do you do for fun? I'm like, Auntie, fun, what is that? Right now, I'm busy. My life is full. I'm studying and da. She's like, Barney, okay, I said, no, I read. She says, how do you shift? How do you move your body? What do you do for fun? And it made me think, what do I actually do for fun? What do you do for fun? And it became one of my goals. Financial goals, developmental goals. That became one of my goals. I need to make sure I'm doing something for fun. Joy is important. So, what are you going to do for fun this year? How is your family going to enjoy you? Dads, me and dads. I'm shouting out to dads. Last video, and I'm doing it again. Shout out to all the dads, especially all the dads who are watching and listening. I've been so encouraged by your engagement. God bless you. Do you know that when you play with your children, when moms play with kids, kids are like, it's mommy now. Mommy's always playing with us. But with dads, it means a lot to kids. It means a lot to your young adults. Find something. Find a hobby that you can do with your family, with your kids. Play. Can you imagine when the dad walks into the house and everybody's running like, yeah, that's not the kind of dad in this community, right? We want a dad that you come back, all the kids are jumping, daddy is back, because you're a happy man. Because you can actually practice happiness. You can. Let your family see you smile. Let the picture of parenting that your children see is not just anger, irritation, frustration. Smile. Your play can even start with a smile. So, one of the ways you can go back to being playful people or being people that play is remember what you did as a child. Try it with your children. You'll be amazed. Kids want to know what we did in the 90s, in the 80s, in the early 2000s. Do something in the 70s. What, as a grandparent, play with your children. Horsey, just going on all fours and a child rides on your back, you think it's nothing. You are building memories. Hide and seek in your house. 10 minutes can change the life of your family. Trust me on this one. I'm telling you. Hide and seek, hide under the chair. There's a time I'm like, I'm too big, I can't go under the bed. Just do it. Your kids will find you. You just laugh. It's just fun. So, on our way out, remember, how are we going to play? What are you going to do to play? How are you going to build a culture of play into your family life? 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, driving to work, playing after work, doing a charade, talking, whatever. Just find something. Play paddle, tennis, anything. Just make sure. Try. Make the effort to play with your family. Until I see you next time, I have one thing I want to ask you to do. Like this video. We're a growing channel, so I need you to subscribe. I need you to share me as your family friend with your world. And let's all do this live together. Liverpool says, you never walk alone. I'm not a Liverpool fan. No, I'm just saying. Before people come for me. I won't even tell you my team is fine, under wraps. But honestly, share, like, subscribe. And the final thing for me is do something. Until I come your way again, remember I'm part of your village. It takes a village to raise a parent. You are the best parent for your child. As you continue putting the investment, today's investment is exactly, it's play. And don't forget, your family should be enjoyed and not endured. So, it's playtime. I'll see you again. God bless you. I love you. Bye.